Well, show you too. Shout out to the Danger Project, man, for supplying us with this content, man. I already know this gonna be a great interview, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out Danger Project, man. Let's go.
This is
Let's
who
go.
he
Let's go.
is, and if you don't speak to them, that's kind of just the way they'll look at it, anyways, right? And I'm giving you that space now. You know, the people are here. Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Canterville. I grew up in a lot of neighborhood around Atlanta. Grady, Hospital. Yeah.
So you went through a lot out there, right? Like we know, again, based on what others have told us, we know a little bit about you, right? But I want to know how you came to be, right? Like back home, mom, dad, were they around? What's the story with that?
Okay.
You know, your come up. So how was it like coming up in your home?
Okay. I'm gonna go back to 2001. I was like, what, about 19, something like that.
Okay.
My dad died for cancer. But
Rest in peace, Dad.
we were staying in Bourne home. That's on Bankhead. Lost my dad then. We moved back to Mechanicsville. And, 2008, I lost my mama. When I lost my mama, I was just like, well, this the only person that care about me. This is what my life was based off my mama. She the only one had that control over me. So when she died, I removed myself from the rest of my family and
Rest
just
in
took
peace,
to the
Mom.
streets. I had a best friend named DB, and me and him just hang out a lot, kick it every day. We went to school together now. So one day he ended up getting, and when he got, it was like, I lost my mama. Now I just lost my friend. Like he ain't living like that. He just want to get him some money and be fly. So I had to go terrorize. That's what I did. I terrorized for a little minute. Then my name started, getting around. People started, trying to get around me, reach out to me and call me. And it went from there.
Wow.
So when you just mentioned losing your mom and your best friend, I noticed that initially you didn't talk about losing your dad at that time. How old were you when you lost your dad?
I was like 10. He was there, you know what I mean? But I was young. So
Yeah.
it didn't really affect me as much because I was young. So, it affected me, longer, but my mama was my everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was your mom's
bro.
like what are the memories you have of your mother coming up, of the things that she tried to instill in you and who she was?
Well, my birthday July 25th, my mama's birthday July 28th. So since I remember, every year me and her had our birthdays together. So
Change things after that.
That's sad, bro.
yeah, I ain't celebrate. I celebrated my birthday one time. That because everybody from my neighborhood was like, "Come on, let's do it." That was like 2014. So I went with everybody and just had a pool party. A lot of people came out to show love, but it be fake. So after that, I just didn't do it no more. Cause I'm used to. I don't let go. I never let go of my mama.
Yeah, that's the one
Dang,
thing I
bro.
fear.
That's
I don't
sad.
know if and it's the one thing
I never lost a parent, bro. I know that's hurt, bro. I know it hurt. Rest in peace to him.
all men fear, right? Is losing mom. Like and we could pretend, I could pretend right now, oh, I'll be like this if I lose her, or I'll be able to maintain composure when I lose her. But most of us would lose ourselves.
Right. And that's why I tell people when I see them disrespect their mama, like, you're gonna hurt when she ain't here.
Facts.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that. You'll never be okay again. No matter how you try to carry yourself, it's just in your mind. You're gonna always feel you need somebody, and there's only one person that's gonna ever have your back. No matter what you do, no matter what choices you make. Everybody else gonna be like, yeah, I got you. But when you really need somebody to count on, it's only your mama. So
Not like mama. And that's what they say too, even losing your pops, that's never fun too, but it's nothing like mama.
yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
nothing.
It's nothing like mama. Like literally your source, where we came from, anyone and all of us. Nobody came here any other way, through any other portal. So yeah, that's definitely a big one. And then having that constant reminder right around your birthday kind of takes it out for you too. And it's like, I could try to put on and enjoy myself, but then you end up doing it for others and you end up being upset at your own festivities. It's like, man, y'all cut this out.
So I distract myself though. So that's what I do. I find something to stop me from thinking, and I just do it. Whatever stop me from thinking, I just do it. But I like to see other people smile, so when I do get depressed, I'm gonna go make somebody smile. It'll make me feel better.
Yeah. Good.
How old were you when you lost her?
17.
So like,
Dang.
pretty much, 17 years old is where you feel like you actually like you lost yourself.
Nah, I gave up on myself for so long. Like I didn't care. I didn't care at all. Not one bit.
There was nobody around that tried to tie.
I wasn't
that
gonna
in.
let nobody be around. Yeah, I didn't care. Anytime I felt like somebody was gonna get me to that point where I started to care, I removed them. I removed myself from them people.
And so you mentioned that at around that time is when you started to terrorize. At what like timestamp in there were you making music? Was it before you lost your mom or?
No, I started making music after I got the Fed,
Okay.
like 2019. Just trying something to get a different path. You know what I mean? And so I wouldn't go back to that environment, but it didn't work out, and I went back to that environment and went back to jail again and again. So.
And you dealt with a lot. It ain't like you just went to jail and you were dealing with a clean system. The system was corrupt for you coming up too.
Right. So my first time going to jail was for carrying a weapon under 18. The police, they just pulled up and said I matched the description of a suspect, and I had a gun in my back pocket.
Yeah.
And once he did what he did to me, he was like, well, I ain't going to put all these felonies on you. I'm just give you a break. So I went to jail. I bonded out. 5 years later, they want to make me plead guilty to that. 5 years. That's a misdemeanor. Wow. So.
Were you like 17 or something like that? And they try to like direct file you and then do that whole thing or what?
So I caught that charge right before I turned 18.
Yeah. So
on my 18th birthday, I was back in jail.
I was surprised they didn't try to charge you as an adult around that time.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Atlanta, you get charged as an adult at 17.
But trying to come back from 5 years later, come on, man.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
See, they dirty. What they wanted they wanted it on my history. They wanted it on my background. See, people don't know that. Now, when you plead guilty, okay, we think we pay for our punishment. Right. But if we continue to get in trouble later on down the line, they're going to use that against us again.
Career criminal.
Right. So it's real tricky. And now that what I know, I would never plead guilty to nothing else. Take me to trial. Because they don't have a case where they try to scare us into pleading guilty and intimidate us.
That pressure.
Yeah.
And they do a good job of it. Like you're talking, I tell people all the time, I try to tell these, I'm like, you'll think that.
What is their strategy, though? No, they hold us in jail, knowing that we are anxious to go home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Correct. And you're right, yeah. So you in a position like, get me home.
That's what they're going to tell you. If you sign right now, you can go home today.
Uh-huh.
And people been in jail 6, 7 months, a year, or whatever. All my whole history is bull junk. But I can't complain about it because of the things that, I was. Yeah.
Accountability.
So you getting a chance now, right? Speaking of that, to tell what not to do when they get locked up, what would you say to them?
Don't get locked up. I tell them to hang by themselves. Ain't no people be talking about loyalty and I got your back.
None of that in the street.
Nobody never know what nobody gonna do until it's time to be in that situation.
Nah, it's too late.
Everybody can talk. Everybody can say what they want to say.
I like the way Woody talking, bro. He really talking, bro. I like that.
Trade don't come because it's already in your mind. It comes when
circumstance,
right? When you be there for people, and then when it's time for people to be there for you, they gone.
Right.
So you sitting there like, man, what is it?
Every time.
It's just
every
me.
Time.
It's just so kids always be out here worshiping the wrong things because they don't got no real guidance.
Right.
That's why I tell my nephew now, man, be your own self. Do your own dirt.
This is smart, brother.
Can't nobody say I did anything. I don't need nobody to go with me to do nothing.
Right.
Piss me off. You don't never hear Woody. You hear Lil Woody.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that separation, because you lose your mom, your best friend, alienate yourself from everybody, that made things darker, did it not?
So I'm see, God work in mysterious ways, and a lot of people be surprised to hear me talk like that, right? Because when I lost my friend, I lost it. I was telling people what I was gonna do, and I was doing it.
Right.
I didn't care. I was telling, come on. But in the midst of all of that, my baby mama had my daughter. And I used to sneak down. When I used to be like, hell so much on me, because I really heard about my friend dying, I used to go down to the hospital by myself and just sit there and watch her. And she was fighting for her life.
Dang.
As I watched her fight for her life, and she started to develop because she was born early. Once she started to develop, I was like, dang, I really got a child. And I thought about Lil Wayne's song. I lost my brother to a gun and had a little girl. And it's just, I just sit there and just watch her and just cry.
Dang.
But she slowed me down. She slowed me all the way down. And that's why I'm here today. Because if she wasn't born, I would have been dead a long time ago because they weren't going to put me in no jail.
Yeah, that's something that happens a lot, especially when you lose both parents, especially when young, but just in general. You kind of find yourself in a situation where you like, what's going to happen to me? What worse could happen to me? What worse could happen?
Now, I don't even think about it.
No.
I don't even think about it. You don't care about what can happen.
Right.
You just know what you're going to do to others.
But now you have a reason. That little girl kind of put a...
She made me think. You feel me? Like...
You said it made you slow down.
Yeah.
And at what age was this?
When
you had your daughter?
2014. So I forgot ages, everything.
Yeah, I graduated, man.
I say that because obviously it's been a while, right? I'm new to it. So I'm new to being a father to a daughter. And I could already tell, like, in all the places that it changes me, because I'm so used to a man's world. You know what I mean? And dealing with a daughter changes everything. Right. You know, so it's definitely something where it softens you up in the way you communicate and everything. So there was a gap of when you decided to go out and terrorize versus when you had your daughter.
So I was already terrorizing.
Yeah.
Even when she was born, I still was doing what I wanted to do to people.
Dang.
But not only did I had another daughter, but I was on it. I have split personalities. You piss me off, I don't care about nothing.
Dang.
But I care a lot. So if you don't bother me, I don't bother you. But my other daughter, you know, they took me through we both took each other through unnecessary problems.
You and the baby mother?
My first daughter,
okay.
Yes. I was wild. I didn't know if the child was mine at the time, and I was giving them a hard time. They were giving me a hard time. And you know, I took a DNA test and it came back mine. But they didn't know, like, she was saying she was pregnant before my baby mama was. And my mama, before she ever left this world, she always used to tell me I can't have. So, you know, it programmed in my mind. Right. So a girl said, she pregnant by me, I know you lying.
Show me.
Yeah. Right. So when the DNA papers came back, my older sister read it and then she told me. And I was like, dang. Right. Because I done had a baby on my baby mama. Oh. So I'm like, damn, how I'm gonna figure this out? So, you know, I went to them and I try to be slick, like, hey, look, keep it between us, I'm gonna do my part. And I mean, like, don't do that for the media. Because I did clown them for the media. But when they got the papers, they wanted to go to the media. I was like, oh, I'm gonna teach y'all a lesson about playing with me. I don't care about the media. I'm gonna handle business for real. So, you know, I neglected my child. Dang. And, you know, my sister, she was still getting my child, you know, behind my back, because I was so possessed. But with my other daughter, it was like she brought out the other side of me. So, and then I was still in the streets. So, you know, after a certain amount of time, then certain other things started taking place. And I got to think now because I got someone to love and to be there for. So, you know, now I got her and a lot of the other stuff trying to come back on me. I got to try to figure it out. I can't crash out no more. Right. It was real hard for me, man. I didn't know what to do. Like, it was real hard. People doing this, doing that. I can't let nobody put pressure on me, man. I gotta defend us. So once I start back, you know, defending me and my family, nobody wouldn't ride with me. They talking about a gang. Nah, that was me by myself. Dang. You know what I mean? Like, about my family. Cause I had my brother, he real hard on me. He told me, you don't put us in this situation right here, you this and that and third. So now I gotta go step harder. But as I'm stepping harder, I know the police on me. It just was so confusing, man. Yeah. So, you know, God made a way for me.
And your best friend, was he a part? Like, was he with you through all that, or it all just happened after?
Yeah, like after he died, it was just like I started. At first, I didn't hang with nobody outside of my neighborhood, but when he died, I started realizing people from other neighborhoods were more cooler than the ones from my neighborhood and had my back. So once I started dealing with other people in other neighborhoods, I started liking them more. I still love my neighborhood, and I'm gonna ride by everybody from it. But yeah, I started doing other stuff and meeting other people and going other places. Went from there.
So around that time, you're in trouble. Now, speaking about your children, I know that there was an instance where, somebody tried to take a shot at you when you were with your daughter, right? And that was not the first time. That was the second time that happened to you.
No, I think that was the first time. Only time.
There's a story of you being on in a car driving on the thruway and they tried to take your life.
So now with my daughter, it was just one incident.
Yeah, no, with your daughter was after. But what I was saying is that happened to you with your daughter around, and it's happened to you prior with just you, where somebody has tried to attempt to take your life.
Right.
So when that occurred, that was how much longer before the incident with your daughter the first time?
Oh, this was like every day. Because they thought I was going to be scared. I ain't backing down.
Dang.
That's the last thing going to do, call me scary. So, when certain stuff took place, I had everybody telling me, just lay low, just chill. I ain't chilling while nobody doing that to my people, you know what I mean? But I was forced to because of certain stuff. But yeah, I came back out and I poked my chest all the way out. And, the police, they want to target me. But they don't care about what nobody do to me. They just want to sit there and figure out how they going to get me off the street. And I fell for it. I tricked myself. I ain't going to blame nobody else.
Respect.
So they tried to take you out in retaliation.
Nah, man. Taking somebody out, it's not hard. Just pull up and do them, especially somebody like me. I'm on the block. I'm out there. People ride by like, this man standing. Yes, I'm standing right here. So that was when I was on that timing. You feel me? Like, because if I had a problem with you, you stand on that block.
I know.
I ain't trying to go back and forth.
Yeah, you take care of your business right from the jump. Now, that was all because of the YFN Lucci beginning?
Nah, I'm just speaking in general.
Did they, because I know that they accused you of doing it, so you had those threats on your life.
Atlanta accused me.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't care for it. When certain stuff happened, everybody in Atlanta was like, Woody did it. I'm like, okay, well, just do something to me about it. You know what I mean? And that was just it. I heard, I can't speak on it. So
Yeah, I imagine. But when that occurred and your daughter was present, did that change the way you looked at, like, puffing your chest out and being out in public? Do you feel like that made you be a little bit more protective because she was there with you?
And I was already protective. I mean, I am who I am. So, when I walked out the house and I seen the car, I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm pretty sure you know that from how I came here.
Yeah.
I'm a peep the scene out. I'm gonna watch everything moving as best as I can. And if I got people with me, I'm gonna make them watch too.
Dang.
So when I came out the house, I looked to the left and see the cars. Like, don't play with me. Y'all playing just sitting right here at the stop sign. But I was just praying to God that, I could have did what I wanted to do to them. I just didn't want it to be no innocent people. And when I seen there weren't no innocent people, I showed them that, hey, man, don't play with me.
That's what's up.
I mean, y'all ain't coming to handle business. Don't play with me. Shot it up. Know what I mean? And went from there. But I couldn't really, if they never locked me up, I wouldn't be here today because I wasn't going to let it go. But they knew, the police knew that because I'm not scared. Don't do that to me. Know what I mean? If you're going to do it, go all the way. Don't give me no chance to come back because I'm not bothering nobody. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
At some point, you disconnected, right, emotionally from everything. Do you feel like you're able to find peace through it all, being there?
To my what? At the scene?
Like you mentioned earlier when you came out here to South Florida, you felt peace. Are you able to feel peace at home?
No, I don't want to feel peace. I want to be right there in the middle of it. I want my guards to stay up. I want to stay looking over my shoulder.
Dang.
Because every time somebody let their guards down and stop doing it, that's when they get got.
Okay.
So you went through, I'm guessing that that you went through in the streets ain't the only betrayal. Like you've dealt with betrayal because the loyalty as far as who you trust is probably limited to none.
So, I was raised different. I was raised with my family. Before I had friends, my cousins was my friend. We never gonna betray we family.
You don't even think about it.
Yeah, you don't think about it.
It's not even a thing.
Yeah, it's just like, so when I start hanging with people in the street, I'm treating them like they my cousin. They like, we family.
Okay.
So it's like, when you get to hang around certain people and then you go to seeing what they doing, like, oh, but I don't do that. Like, whatever if me and you cool, Can't nobody stop me and you from being cool but you. And once you cross me, ain't no coming back.
Yeah.
That line been drawn.
Yeah.
I
Hey, this dude talking, man. Facts. Facts. 100% facts.
stay away from you. But if I feel like you're a threat to me, then we just gonna get it going. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Hey, bro, I don't like you. See me handling the business. Cause when I see you, I'ma handle the business. That's just bottom line.
But you got to be exhausted living like that too at the same time.
It's life. You can't lie. I'm exhausted now because it's like, okay, I paid for my punishment. I went through the process, and then I'm being sucked back into that mindset. You feel me? Like I don't built my mind up to a different view of life. You feel what I'm saying? And now it's like, okay, y'all trying to drag me back into that mindset. Now I'm dragged back in that mindset. What y'all gonna do once I release these demons out onto the world? Cause these little boys on Instagram want to play. Like, I be praying that nobody try to get clout in the street. Cause I'm telling you, I'm gonna take it there.
Dang.
And I don't want to.
Dang.
And you see me, I'm smiling, and I'm telling you, I put my hand behind my back. That mean I don't want no problems. I ain't scared to say, okay, bro, you got it. You feel what I'm saying? But if you're gonna do something to me, make sure you go up top with it. Cause I'm not gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna get whoever I can get.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. He keeps saying this, so I think he might be serious, y'all. Like, please leave this man alone. Simple. Why do people bother people anyway? I feel like haters. I feel like people be hating on people. Simple. But leave them alone, bro.
So you've been like that for a long time. You've basically grown up in that
right.
that mindset, and you talk about how in your neighborhood you weren't f***ing with the people out there. So did you leave your neighborhood or did you stay in that area? Is that like, because I don't know about Atlanta personally, right? I know there's zone 1 through 6, right?
I'm out there every single day. Just cause I ain't hanging in certain areas that I used to hang in, it's because of the police. I don't got nothing against none of them out there. If they got something against me, they mad at. You know what I mean? Cause they already know I don't did more for mostly anybody than anybody ever did for me. It ain't too many people walking on earth can say I did more for Woody than what he did. I don't know one person that can say they did more for me than I did for them. But one dude, and they came in behind the music. But other than that, nah, ain't nobody ever did more for me. And when I say behind the music, I'm talking about family members. You know what I mean? I ain't to be more specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Same, bro. I relate.
It's a different life. Just kind of growing up and all of that, right? And I look at when I try to speak to people about like trying to get out of there, right? Having a family and you got all the reasons to get out. Why do you feel like you want to still be there?
Because I watch everybody who get their life together fall victim to it. So I watch dudes that, go to jail and get out and be like, I'm going to do the right thing. And you got haters. You got people that don't like that. I'm going to go get him. You feel me? Like, I'm a protector, bro. I always been that way. You can't, if somebody say something to you behind your back, I'm going to get them. Dang. You ain't even going to know I got them.
Wow.
I'm going to get that screening for you, though, because I love you and I care for you.
That's loyalty, bro.
And I expect you to do the same for me, but people don't do the same.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Because I kind of grew up the same way. It's mostly family first. And I tried to apply that to the friendship and to the homies and to gang, homie, life for life, this, that. No, bro. Y'all not holding the same respect that I'm holding for yours. It's not reciprocated. Right. So I'm over here about to die for you. You over here like him. Right. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it don't. The risk don't become worth the reward.
So you said you about to die. You imagine almost dying several times for people, and then you find out that those people ain't really with you. So when people try to speak on me, I ain't never crossed nobody that ain't crossed me. But when COVID hit, it was like studios started shutting down, and I've been in the streets. The studio was a distraction from the streets. So when they hit me,
man, forget COVID, bro. I really don't like COVID. I'm about to say I hate COVID. I really kind of hate COVID, bro. I feel like COVID messed a lot of people up mentally and people comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It took people off their grind and put people in the cribs, start giving free money. People get lazy. You know what I'm saying? It really was a lot of people downfall. They didn't even know it yet. Simple. Because now COVID is over. And a lot of people ain't, you know what I'm saying? They dealing with some things. Simple. But, hey, man, I wish everybody the best, man. Salute to them. But, yeah, I don't like COVID.
with COVID, I was back slinging. I was back in the street.
Yeah.
So, Gotta go back to what I know.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, that's COVID up things for a lot of people, and sometimes in positive ways, right? Sometimes it made people chill the out a little bit, but for a
Right.
lot of people, you still had to go out and get it and find a way to survive. You know, most people had to find a way to survive, which is who didn't. You know, I mean, if you have things that you care for, things that you got aspirations for, you're gonna go out and get it regardless
I
by any
got
means.
bills, player.
Right.
The bills and bills kept coming in.
I like money. I like to have a lot of money in my pocket.
What?
Facts. Facts.
So
Gotta
now
have
you
some
got
bread. All right, you two. I'm gonna stop it right there, man. I ain't gonna lie. This was a very good interview. Simple. Shout out to Danger Project, man. They did a great job. Simple, man. And this is my first time seeing an interview from him. And I ain't gonna lie, like me, I like understanding his mindset and how he elevated his mindset, man. I respect it, bro. I like stuff like that, bro. I feel like it's definitely a good conversation. And y'all want me to watch the rest of the video, man? Y'all make sure y'all like the video, show me some love. Make sure you go subscribe to Danger Project. Simple. Cause that nigga be dropping bangers. You feel me? It's your boy Kevin, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Comment down below how y'all feel about the situation, bro. Make sure y'all like the video for me. I'm out.